Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily, and this is Soul Path, where we explore life, love, spirituality, and the law of attraction. In today's video, I'll be doing a collective reading and energy update. I'm starting off by shuffling the energy oracle cards. If you'd like me to connect more deeply with your energy and channel insights specific to your situation, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. These actions act as an energy exchange, allowing me to tune into your vibration more clearly. As I begin shuffling the cards, the first one to come through is Door to Romance in the upright position. This card aligns with the throat chakra, suggesting communication related to love. Looking at the bottom of the deck, I see the Deceit card and the Contract card, both in reverse. This indicates that someone may be preparing to share a confession or reveal a truth. This person appears to be coming out of a challenging time or a karmic cycle, symbolized by the reversed contract. The next card drawn is the Thinking Man in reverse. I'm getting a vivid image of someone, specifically a masculine energy, sitting alone, head in hands, as if in a symbolic prison cell. This solitary space seems to represent spiritual reflection, a period where they've been removed from distractions, connections, and possibly even you, Divine Feminine. If this resonates, this separation has allowed them to deeply reflect, breaking down walls of ego that previously clouded their perspective. These changes are now beginning to manifest in their behavior, mannerisms, and communication, as shown by the connection between the reversed Thinking Man card and the root chakra, which governs our physical reality. I sense that this masculine energy is on the brink of a breakthrough, a profound transformation that you, as a Divine Feminine, may already be picking up on energetically. You might have felt unusually drained or restless, as if anticipating a shift. This could be the result of energetic transference, where the masculine's introspection and emotions are subconsciously reaching you. Interestingly, I also noticed a flock of birds passing by, which might hold symbolic significance for someone listening, perhaps as a personal sign or message. The energy of balance keeps coming through. It seems this masculine figure is striving to restore harmony, possibly addressing imbalances they created in the past. For some, there's a connection to books, libraries, or someone who enjoys reading. The Strategy card in reverse suggests that this masculine previously tried to exert control, whether over you, the situation, or themselves, driven by ego. This need for control disrupted their own balance and the connection with the Divine Feminine, possibly causing you to step back or withdraw. The masculine energy here seems to be in a state of introspection, realizing through a process of reflection that their love for the Divine Feminine is overwhelming the ego-driven need to control the situation. It's almost as if they're saying, "I've spent so much time trying to control how or when love reaches me, but now I understand that I have to let go of this need." It feels like the masculine may have wanted certainty or a clear plan before taking action, but the pressure of needing to control things has caused a great deal of fear. Their emotions, especially the powerful feelings they have for the Divine Feminine, make them feel out of control, more so than they've ever felt in their life. It's a feeling they struggle with because they cannot control how their heart is opening. This fear, rooted in their ego, is ultimately pushing them toward releasing control. and it's a difficult but necessary shift. The masculine might be experiencing intense emotional turmoil at night, lying awake in grief or heartbreak, but keeping this to themselves. This inner conflict is felt deeply, and while the divine feminine may not fully understand why certain emotions suddenly surface, these feelings might be energetically linked to the masculine's struggles. Even if the two are in contact, the masculine is not fully opening up about the emotional pain they are enduring. If you, divine feminine, feel sudden waves of emotion or a deep urge to cry, this could be connected to what the masculine is experiencing, even if it feels out of nowhere. For some, the masculine may even be someone with short or buzzed hair. It's important to note that specific details like this are meant for certain individuals, so if it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. When the masculine lies awake, caught in regret or grief, they are feeling stuck. Their heart is fully opening towards the divine feminine, yet they're unsure of how to manage or express this newfound love. They feel pushed to let go of control, but the fear this brings is still overwhelming. Despite these fears, the message from many of the masculines is clear. I love you. It's a simple but profound declaration that many of them are carrying. Some of these shifts and separations are guided by divine forces, aimed at encouraging spiritual growth and transformation. For those experiencing this, it may not resonate with everyone, but for many, the distance between them and their counterpart is serving a higher purpose, driven by spiritual guidance. Lately, you may have been feeling anxious, uncertain, and overwhelmed, as if your mind was restless and your physical world out of balance. These emotions could have even felt like grief or heartbreak, especially with the imagery of a broken heart. However, what I'm sensing here is that if you've experienced a separation or disconnect from this divine masculine, it's been a divine intervention, orchestrated by your higher selves and spiritual guides for a higher purpose. Though both of you have been feeling a shared sense of heartbreak from this distance, one of you may have expressed it more openly than the other. But the key purpose behind this separation, though it may feel painful, has been to dismantle the walls of ego around the masculine. This period has been designed to encourage him to fully open his heart, to activate his heart chakra, which began when you first connected in some way, whether physically, in dreams, or through the astral plane. This connection sparked a heart chakra awakening for both of you. As the divine feminine, you have allowed this activation to fully unfold, breaking down any ego defenses within you. This process has been challenging, and it feels like you've gone through a lot, perhaps even multiple phases of ego death and releasing old connections. But now, with the number 1414 showing up, you're entering a stage where your heart has become so open that your physical reality is transforming, reflecting this inner shift. Meanwhile, the masculine, though experiencing the same heart activation, seems to have stalled in his process. Deep-rooted fears have emerged, pulling him back into fear-based energy and a mindset of separation. As you, divine feminine, continue to rise onto your highest path, it may feel as though you are leaving the masculine behind. As he struggles to complete his heart chakra awakening, this could have led to a physical or communicative separation, which was necessary to break through the barriers around his heart. His higher self recognizes that when you are more connected in the physical world, it was hindering both of your growth. yours from ascending to your highest timeline, and his from opening his heart. At a deep level, his fears were triggering him, causing him to build walls around his heart. In this space, the divine intervention became essential, as it allowed both of you to evolve and heal individually, with the masculine needing time to process and overcome his fear-based defenses before he could truly embrace the love awaiting him. It seems that a form of separation may have been necessary on a divine level to allow both of you to progress in this next phase of your awakening. From what I can see, for you to connect with the feminine energy within, it may have felt overwhelming. You were carrying the emotional weight of the masculine's journey, his own heart opening and awakening. However, it wasn't possible for you to carry that for him. He had to face his own fears and undergo his own awakening. While this was happening, your attempts to help him were actually causing you to be weighed down in your own energetic field. This, in turn, kept you tied to lower vibrational timelines, preventing you from stepping into the fullest version of yourself. Despite the necessity of this separation, I know it doesn't make it any less confusing or emotionally painful for either of you. Looking ahead, it feels as though so much remains uncertain. And that's why surrender has become a key theme for both the divine masculine and feminine. There's so much unknown about how this journey will unfold, but you're being called to trust, to have deeper faith that everything is aligning for you in perfect divine timing. These are powerful messages coming through. The main focus of today's reading is on heart chakra activation and opening, as well as surrender, and how difficult circumstances in the physical world may have been necessary for this heart chakra activation to continue on both sides. From a broader, higher perspective, the separation or disconnection may have been essential for the divine feminine, even though she has always been someone with an open heart and energy. She has always been fluid, sometimes struggling to set emotional or energetic boundaries with others due to her open heart. However, the next phase of her heart chakra activation requires building fortitude within her heart, based on unconditional self-love. She will be able to set healthy, energetic boundaries, caring for herself in the same way she has cared for others, instead of absorbing everything around her. I see that this journey may have felt lonely at times. For the divine feminine, this loneliness may be felt even when surrounded by others, whether physically or emotionally connected to them. If you're feeling this loneliness, I will pull a card from the Starseed Oracle for you as a message of guidance. The Cosmic Heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. I'll read a little from the guidebook for further insight. When you surrender to a state of devotion, you find yourself in harmony with all of life. You're being called to refocus your attention. Deep within, connect to the intelligence of your own heart and bow in reverence to your inner temple. Live your life devoted to this sacred space, transforming your existence into a continuous prayer. This is a call for you to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the core of your being, returning to the essence of who you truly are. It's time to recommit to what you hold most dear. If you're someone who feels lonely, understand that part of your soul's purpose on earth involves experiencing a particularly challenging path. You've navigated through hardships to open your heart in such a profound way, allowing the energy of unconditional love to flow through you. This has elevated your vibration to a level of purity that few others can attain in a single lifetime. It's as if you're living on a plane of love, often referred to as your highest timeline. However, this journey can be isolating. As a pathfinder, you show others the way, and you may often find that those who walk this higher path seem solitary or independent. You chose to come to Earth to embody these high-frequency states of being, but it can sometimes feel like there's less community at these higher levels compared to lower vibrations. Despite this, you are not walking alone. If you've been feeling particularly isolated, know that there are others like you, those who resonate with your soul's frequency. You're in a magnetic state, drawing in connections that are deeply fulfilling and meaningful. The relationships you form will reflect this higher frequency of love, and you may even raise the vibrations of those around you, transforming old connections into something more aligned with this new energy. This is especially relevant for divine feminines on the twin flame path, particularly if you're seeking a transformed connection with your divine masculine. The energy indicates a possibility for rekindling a bond with this masculine, elevating the relationship to a higher level of love. If this resonates with you, know that your connection is evolving into something new and more elevated. But if your path isn't aligned with this, don't worry. You may be attracting a high-level soulmate, whether a friend or a romantic partner, into your life. You may have already experienced glimpses of these connections through dreams, chance meetings, or even energetic exchanges. These initial encounters are just the beginning, and as time unfolds, you'll see more of these soul connections materialize in your life. For someone waiting for a specific soul connection, there's a sense that what you've been waiting for is finally coming into fruition. This could be related to waiting for an unawakened or unhealed masculine energy to meet you at your level. The message suggests that this masculine is going through a quiet transformation, and soon you'll witness a breakthrough in their energy, something visible and tangible. For others, it may indicate that you've been holding on to the past, weighed down by old connections. But as you choose to surrender and embrace unconditional love, starting with self-love, you'll find that as you stand firm in this energy, the transformation you seek will unfold. When you begin to loosen your grip on the situation, something that is deeply aligned with you starts to make its way into your life. This energy is drawn to you magnetically through the power of your unconditional love. Whoever this is, I sense they are very attracted to you, especially when you're in a state of self-love. It's like each time you practice self-love, this person draws closer to you. However, when you lose that sense of self-love, you may notice some distance between you and them. This could show up in physical interactions if you've already met, with times when the communication feels really in sync, and other moments where it feels a little off or distant. It feels like there is a soul connection with this person, but how the relationship manifests physically or emotionally depends on how much self-love you're practicing. This message might be intended for just a few people, but on a larger scale, it could be related to how the energy of self-love attracts the love you deserve, both internally and externally. It's up to you how you interpret this message, whether as something personal or more general. Remember, your intuition is the true guide for your life, and my aim here is to help you reconnect with that inner voice. I hope these readings bring some clarity to what your intuition may already be telling you. Always take what resonates most with you. Lastly, I pulled a card from the Rumi Oracle called Blood Angel, and I'd like to share a bit of its message with you. In the darkness, a moon appeared, shining brightly as it descended from the clouds. It looked at me like a falcon hunting its prey, capturing me and carrying me into infinite space. As I searched for myself, I realized I couldn't find me, for I had become all soul in the tenderness of love. The realms of heaven seemed to dissolve, and my existence was carried away in the sea of love. The Blood Angel's Oracle brings a message. You are being given the gift of more life. This might show up as growth, more energy, or a divine electricity circulating through you. To receive this gift of life, this expansion of your divine essence, you must be ready for balance. As you open to more, you must let go of the old to make space for the new. This means embracing the sunsets, the quiet moments, to prepare for the new dawn and all the life it brings. I am so grateful to all of you beautiful souls for sharing your energy with this reading. We are all co-creators in this space. If anything resonated with you, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you feel aligned, please consider subscribing to join our growing community. Have a wonderful day and a beautiful start to your week. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you again in Tuesday's reading.